am doing this assignment for my film analysis, my final exam assignment. So this assignment is based on a movie called The Voyeurs, and it is on Amazon Prime. I think you guys should go and check it out. It is really good, at least to me. I actually watched it with my husband, and we were like shocked, like, whoa, there's a lot of sex scenes, but it was like there was a plot twist in the movie, and we like movies that had plot twists. So the movie is about a couple who spies on their neighbors across their window on the other building. The female partner then became way obsessed with spying on their neighbors. The movie had a plot twist, and it keeps you wondering. The characters that I will discuss in this assignment are the couple named Pippa and Thomas. They were excited about living together and making new memories in the future. So they were like super excited. And when they were so excited that when they're about to sign the lease, they were saying that, oh, I'm so excited, I'm glad that we're moving in this place, this is our home. And then the agent who was there, she said, not yet, because you haven't signed the lease. So then that's how they started signing the lease and so forth. So for the question saying, what main relational issues occurred between the characters? So I think the main issue is the lack of mindfulness, along with the lack of conscious listening. So they weren't mindful of their surroundings, and especially their lease, because that was the plot twist. I don't know if I should give out enough information about this movie or not, if anyone is deciding to watch this movie, but they weren't aware of a lot of things, especially the female partner, Pippa. She was so focused on spying. This is Pippa. Oh, wait. This is Pippa. So she was so focused on spying on the neighbors that she didn't see the flags and be conscious and be like, okay, I need to listen to my male partner, Thomas over here, who kept telling her, you need to stop. I don't think we should be doing this. And so they weren't mindful. And then when Pippa lost conscious listening after she got really obsessed, like so obsessed with watching them, like waking up, watching them throughout the day. As soon as she gets home from work, watching them. And before she goes to the bed, watching them. She even watched them and start fantasizing about the guy who lives across the street. And so for how is communication impacted in this relationship? How and why? So I think the communication is impacted is by listening and by the push me pull you concept. With the listening, Thomas has been telling Pippa, talking to her, telling her, don't do this. Thomas says he doesn't want to watch. She was like, let's just watch. And then since he didn't want to watch, when he's sleeping, that's when she'll get up and go to watch them. And then Thomas would be like, you're not listening, don't do this, because she ended up meeting the neighbor, be all friendly with the girl. And when he told her, I don't think this is a good idea to be hanging out with her, she was like, no, she just need a friend. And then he was also telling her, well, don't tell her anything about what you see. And then she was like, wouldn't you want to know? And he keeps on telling her this and that, until in the end, it shows that if she had listened to Thomas, things wouldn't have turned how it turned. And then, Thomas, so when Thomas told her to stop, then she didn't want to stop. She just kept on doing what she wanted to do until in the end, the guilt turned on her where it was so bad. When Pippa to listen, because Pippa does not listen to Thomas at all, because even when he was, at one point he was saying that you're so obsessed with watching them that you're not focusing on our relationship. And he's saying, and then she would still reject that and saying that, she's not going to stop watching them. She just needs to watch. And then he would be like, so I'm not good enough for you. So, that's how it comes in where it's the push me, pull you concept. It's like he's then feeling this way and expressing his feelings of how he's feeling, in regards to this situation. And then she's just like, okay, the more you say that, the more I'm just going to go over and just be more obsessed with the neighbors. So those are like the things that, so the theories and the concepts of this are definitely a conflict in the relationship of when they didn't want to listen to each other, especially Pippa. She really didn't want to listen to her, but to her boyfriend, to Thomas. She just wanted to do things on her own. And then when she does things, it really affected their relationship. It affected her friendship with the neighbors. It affected all four of them because things just took a turn. And then when at the end so the lease was the main thing where it was saying that in the lease, so it turned, the plot twist was how, because so Pippa and Thomas were watching the neighbors, and all this time, so it ended up that Pippa ended up sleeping with the neighbor, the neighbor. And in the end, he did an art show with the girl, with the neighbor, the girl. They did an art show and pretty much exposing Pippa. So Thomas ended up dying. So everything was turned all around where it backfired on Pippa because she wouldn't listen. She wanted to be all inquisitive about everything. So what were some solutions you can apply to the interpersonal interaction and why? So some of the solutions, I would definitely say stop spying. If she had stopped spying, she would not be in the predicament that she had been in. A lot of the things wouldn't happen because she would have stayed out of that. It would be like out of sight, out of mind. But no, she wanted to be all inside and all in her mind. And also, they need to focus on each other. If she had stopped spying, she could have focused on her partner. And then he wouldn't have died because they would be fine. And also communicating by showing empathy. If she had listened and understood Thomas's view on why he didn't want her to listen, to watch, to do anything, then she wouldn't be in that situation. So yes, I definitely do think that all those solutions would really be effective in a world situation like that. And then lastly, could you apply any concepts from the text to your interpersonal interactions? Why or why not? Definitely conscious listening and empathy. Learning about these two things and knowing how there's so many different types of ways how we can listen and truly be in tune to another person when they're talking to you. And about empathy, where we need to understand another person's views, whether we like their views or not, but just understanding them would definitely make things better, and you'll have a better communication. And let me see, what else was it that, so yeah, there was so there were several relationship issues that occurred between the couple. I think the main issue, as I was saying, that the female partner's obsession about spying on the neighbors and not listening to her male partner really was a failure for her. The communication in a couple's relationship started out well, but as soon as they started to spy on the neighbors, then their communication began to dwindle. After he keeps telling her to leave things alone or not to meddle with the neighbors, she doesn't listen. She began to hide things from him, and in the end, it backfired on her. There are a few theories and concepts that could really apply to this movie. It has a whole different, pretty much, I felt like this movie had a whole of everything that we learned in class. But thank you and goodbye.